Good morning, peepettes. On this Monday, beginning of a new week, wondering what everybody's got to complain about or protest against this week. But anyway, I hope everybody's well and good. And a big thank you to people that liked and comments and so on and so forth. Well, I've got to say I'm a little bit let down by the UTK march on Saturday. I'd spent all week listening to people like Keir Starmer, Sadiq Khan, other MPs and politicians warning us of the great mass invasion of the dirty far-right thugs of the right. So I spent Sunday and today flicking through dozens and dozens of videos on YouTube, catching different angles, different highlights. And I say, lads and lasses, I'm gutted. Not a single piece of trouble have I found. Maybe, just maybe, them politicians and Keir Starmer, do you think they'll admit to getting it wrong? They prejudged. I think there was two marches, wasn't there? There was ours and then there was the stinky side. And I think in total there was either 43 or 47 arrests. And from what I can make out, the majority came from the smell side of the lines. But on a serious note, well done to everybody who went down. Well done to everybody who raises their voice in defiance of this invasion, of this takeover, of this giving away of our nation by the said government parties, the government people, and pretty much anybody with any clout at the moment. You lads and lasses, boys and girls, grandmas and granddads, and his own uncles and everything in between, put on a fantastic show, a fantastic display of patriotism. The sight of watching it on the TV and watching the flags as they just march tens upon tens upon tens upon tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands even when you look at some of the air shots. You stood up, you stood loud, you stood proud, and it was beautiful to see. It really was beautiful to see. So let's hope within the next couple of weeks enough's done in Parliament with other parties and other MPs to get rid of that slimy snake oil man that calls himself a Sir and calls himself the Prime Minister of our nation. He's nothing to me. He means nothing to me. He'd give away his grandma if it meant he could hold on to his position in power without even thinking twice. We don't need something like that in charge. We need people that are going to listen to us. Well, we need people that are going to fix, and not just the immigration policy, although that makes up for a lot of the other issues, but things like the NHS, the education, emergency services, all good education, schools, colleges, etc. All great institutions that make us, when they work together, they make us one fucking hell of a country, hell of a nations. But we need change, and we need to do it ASAP. So like I say, let's hope some politicians grow up here, get rid of Keir. The next person comes in should hopefully, unless it's another narcissistic prick, should hopefully call for a general election, and then we get change. We get the change that we require, the change that this country, that the four nations of the United Kingdom deserve and need. So that's it. Yep, I just expressed my disappointment, but really I'm so proud of everybody that attended and the way it looked and the way it felt whilst I was sat here watching. So, as for always, take care, look after yourselves, look after your friends, your neighbours, your elderly, look after the people in your house and around the tables and those that you talk to near and far. And if anybody in town needs a G up when you're walking through, simple hello, just so they know they're not what this government want them to be, and that's faceless. The government will do anything to turn a blind eye to our homeless people. So again, it takes life to us just to say hello and just check in and make sure that they're all right. And as always, to finish, look after yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup. So work together, work as a team, work as a unit to get some of these issues sorted. Stay safe, stay proud, stay loud. Peace.